Not all messages are written in words. Some are written in blood and stone. Lena Halbrook had uncovered secrets buried under the sands of time, but she was starting to realize that the curse of Tutankhamun was far more than just a random series of deaths. It was a deliberate design, a puzzle, a trap, a cosmic code that only the right person could decipher. The more Lena delved into the tomb's inscriptions, the more the hieroglyphs seemed to move before her eyes, flashing, shifting, as if the stone itself were alive, whispering secrets meant for only her. It was the Eye of Ra calling to her. But the ancient symbols weren't random. They weren't merely warnings. Lena discovered that the curse was encoded, a series of hidden messages built into the tomb's very structure, almost as if the tomb itself were a conscious, living entity, guarding not just the pharaoh, but a much darker secret. Working late into the night at Cairo's Museum of Antiquities, Lena began to trace the strange shifts in the hieroglyphs. One symbol stood out among the rest, a sun disk with a tear in the center. Surrounding it were rows of hieratic script, untranslated, until now. As Lena painstakingly deciphered the code, a chilling realization dawned: the curse wasn't a single event. It was a struggle between two spirits, two forces, one of which was Tutankhamun, the other, his usurping uncle, A. The code hinted at a dark history. Tutankhamun had not died from an accident, but had been cursed by A, who had taken the throne in a violent coup. The inscription suggested that A had used forbidden magic, the same magic connected to the Eye of Ra, to bind Tutankhamun's spirit, preventing his rightful rule and making his reign a mere footnote in Egypt's history. Lena's heart raced. The eye was never just a symbol of divine wrath. It was the key to a deadly power struggle between two kings, one who died too young, and the other who would stop at nothing to ensure his legacy. Desperate for answers, Lena sought out Dr. Anwar Qasim, hoping he might help her piece together what she had uncovered. But Qasim was absent. No messages, no letters. Lena feared he had become part of the curse's web, yet again, just like so many others. As Lena continued working alone, a new mystery began to unfold. The ancient scrolls contained not only the curse's history, but also a riddle encoded into the very structure of the tomb itself, one that promised the end of the curse, and the revelation of the eye's true power. The riddle read: the scales will balance when the living give the dead what they have taken. The seal will break when blood is spilled in the chamber of Ra's eye. It was clear. The curse had been set in motion to balance the power between the two kings, and now, Lena's bloodline was part of that equation. But who would be the final offering? The scales were tipping, and time was running out. Lena's final realization hit her like a sledgehammer: the key to breaking the curse, and possibly her own fate, was hidden in her DNA. Her bloodline was the final part of the puzzle, and the curse was never a punishment, it was a sacrifice. A ritual, and she was its unwilling participant. The inscriptions weren't just warnings, they were instructions for the ultimate ritual of resurrection, to return the eye to its rightful place. The eye would either destroy her or elevate her to unimaginable power. As Lena's fear intensified, she knew that with every step, she was drawing closer to the tomb's heart, closer to the eye's true purpose. She couldn't turn back now. The curse had always been a code, and now Lena had the cipher. _